Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is the weekend, so let's do the whole doggone thing. First of all, Saturday, the 6th of April, Army Day. Also, California Poppy Day, Drowsy Driver Awareness Day. It's a bad idea to drive drowsy. I've done it in the past, and my beautiful bride...
It drives me insane.
Oh, yeah, she keeps me awake. Jump Over Things Day, Burrito Day. What else is there? Sorry Charlie Day. National Twinkie Day. I had a Twinkie last week for the first time in years. Sunday, the 7th of April, Beaver Day, Empowered Women Entrepreneurs Day, International Snail Papers Day. I don't know what that means.
I don't have any idea.
Metric System Day, which it says this is the first of the year. There's another one on 10/10. So I don't know why they have two of those, but, they do. National Coffee Cake Day, Public Television Day.
I love my mother's coffee cake.
Oh, yeah, it's good stuff. World Marbles Day this weekend as well. All of that stuff happening this weekend. And I have a guest joining me. I have Mark Greene. He's a former Navy SEAL. We're going to talk about his book, Unsealed. We'll do that in a bit.
Whether you have a credit card now and need a better credit card, or if you don't even have a credit card but you'd like to get a good one, we would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit
At bettercreditcards.com.
bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. At first, I thought I was just turning into an old grumpy dude, but you can imagine how relieved I was to find out that song lyrics are getting dumber over time. Yeah, it's not just me. According to a new study, a team of researchers in Europe went over words from roughly 12,000 songs across a variety of genres, from rap to rock, R&B, and more, written between 1980 and the year 2020. They determined that, exactly as anybody over 40 probably realized, the words to songs have become simpler, more repetitive, angrier, and more self-obsessed over time.
Yeah.
The University of Innsbruck researchers declined to name or shame any artists. I can give you a list. But
I could come up with a
They
few
pointed
as
out
well.
how song lyrics can be a mirror of society, reflecting that people's shifting values are showing up in these song titles and lyrics. They pointed out that rap music has become even more angry than any other genre of music that they were studying. So,
Crazy.
surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
So how do you like these gas prices? Not great, huh? How would you like to save money every time you get gas? I've been using this app for a few years and it's amazing. You can find out more at radiosavings.com. When I first heard about it, I didn't think we'd have this in our area, but they seem to have stuff all over the place. You can sign up for free and try it for yourself. They have savings on gas, but on many other things too, like restaurants and convenience stores. Try it for free at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know that the term Wi-Fi doesn't really mean anything? You ever wonder about that?
I guess I've never thought about it, but I don't know what it does stand for.
Well, the term Wi-Fi is not really an abbreviation of wireless fidelity. That's what a lot of people think.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that. Wi-Fi is kind of a pun on hi-fi, which was coined in the 1950s by audio equipment manufacturers as a shortened version of high fidelity.
Okay.
But really, there's no such thing as wireless fidelity. It's just a snappy name invented by marketing gurus. So they're
Those
like,
darn marketing gurus.
yeah, those marketing gurus said, oh, hey, you got the hi-fi, we got the Wi-Fi. So, yeah, there you go. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com. Joker 2, also known as Joker Folie à Deux, has been given an R rating and a trailer premiere date. Warner released a brand new poster. The first footage from the Batman adjacent sequel drops April the 9th. So is that Tuesday? It's when that'll be.
Looks
So
like it, yeah.
be able to see that here real soon. It's not expected to hit theaters until October 4th. So we got some time. And Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo were on vacation recently. So they were airing some old Live with Kelly and Mark programs. Whoever picked the one out from June of 2023 didn't really watch it,
Didn't
apparently.
look at it? Uh-oh.
No, because...
It didn't age well?
No. In the midst of it, they were fawning all over Sean Puff Daddy Combs' yacht, talking about, it's... And the next time I'm on his yacht, and they're... next time you go on Puff's boat, we'd like to... Well, ever since then, they pulled the clip off of the internet because there were people going, yeah, seriously? You guys are airing this right now?
Oh, no.
Yeah, bad timing. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. There's a dating site for people who believe in the supernatural. So it's like, in order to do this, you have to believe in, the supernatural things. And then it's like, okay, hey, we're all on the same page. We all believe this. Okay. I have not ever been on a dating site because I have been married long enough that back when I was single, those things didn't exist. If they did, I didn't hear about them. So I don't know. Does that seem weird to you, though, that there's a dating site specifically for that?
I guess if that's something they're super into, you want to find somebody else who's into the same thing. So no, not really.
See, otherwise you end up in a marriage like ours where my beautiful bride over here thinks that I'm a fool because I believe in things like Bigfoot and UFOs. Meanwhile, she's over there like, what a weirdo I married. All right, and moving on. It's definitely a bad idea to stare at the sun during the solar eclipse that's coming up on Monday. But
are there still people out there who need to be told this?
Well, apparently. But here's the question somebody asked on the old interwebs, and it's a good question. What about our pets? Fortunately, according to specialists in animal eye disorders, your pet is unlikely to bother looking up anyway.
Yeah.
Dr. Maureen Ford, professor of veterinary ophthalmology at Ontario Veterinary College, says that there is a slim chance
that they're going to be staring at the sun.
That your cat might look up at the sun. Says if a crow flies in front of their face, maybe, but they wouldn't be looking at the sun. Now, dogs, they say they're only likely to look if their owners are pointing at it and making a big deal about it. But they say protective solar viewers for humans are easy to find, but you might find a little bit more difficulty looking for eclipse glasses designed for dogs or cats or lizards or whatnot.
That's just silly.
But they say don't think of giving them a set made for people because they're more likely to eat them than wear them. So, yeah. So just, again, want to point this out. Anybody that happens to, need to know this, don't stare at the sun.
Common sense goes a long way.
Just don't do it. Ever. It's never a good idea. Scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend. Our guest today is Mark Greene. He's got a brand new book that just came out. It's called Unsealed, a Navy SEAL's Guide to Mastering Life's Transitions. And it's got to be nice that the book is finally out. It took your entire life to get all of this stuff pulled together to actually get this book ready to go, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I'm 52 now, and it's basically my 50 years prior to the book coming out of my life story and pre-SEAL teams and post-SEAL teams and as a parent and just all the transitions in life that happened.
When did you know you wanted to be a Navy SEAL? Have you known that since you were just a little boy?
It kind of just happened. I was an athlete in college. I played quarterback at Miami of Ohio and then at Kent State. And at Kent State, I suffered a career-ending shoulder injury. And a best friend of mine said, hey, don't worry about this injury. We're going to go be Navy SEALs. And he showed me this video, Be Someone Special, and it just ignited that inferno that was necessary to make it through BUD and become a SEAL.
And there's a lot of people who start that program that don't necessarily finish that. It's a much smaller class at the end, isn't it?
Yes, we started with 155 in the class, and 18 of the originals graduated on time. A couple others got rolled, but I think the total of the class was just 36.
And think about that. You had a career-ending injury in sports, and you went on to do this, which I think is a much higher calling.
I agree. And, I thought it was a much higher calling because I was a third-generation service member. So my grandfather served in the Army during the Korean War, and then my father was in the Vietnam era and the Air Force. There was always an option to join the military, so it wasn't a huge leap to go from athletics to the military. So it was a natural fit, but I didn't know anything about the special operations community until I saw that video, and I was just captivated by it. And it's an obsession you have to go into obsessed to really make it through, because if you waver even a little bit, then your chances are slim to none. And they're already slim to none showing up.
And you saw that video at a time in your life where you were going through a transition. You just had this career-ending injury that took you out of sports, and that's a perfect time to talk about the book, Unsealed, A Navy SEAL's Guide to Mastering Life's Transitions. Transitions happen. We don't always get to choose them, though, do we?
Right. And most of them are unplanned. I didn't plan my sports injury. I didn't plan on losing my best friend of the teams. I didn't plan on losing my father. I really didn't plan on being a parent. I didn't plan on getting divorced, and I did not plan on the invisible injuries that manifested once I retired. So a majority of the transitions that I go through, and that I suspect many people go through, are unplanned, and we don't have the infrastructure internally to deal with it on our own. So that's really what I try to capture in the book, that I wasn't prepared for a lot of the transitions that I experienced.
And we're getting close to the time of year where a lot of people are going to be going through a transition. Many people ending high school, some going off to college, some starting life, some going to the military, other people graduating from college, starting life, or doing whatever. Is this book a good book for somebody that's going through that transition, do you think?
Yeah, it's geared towards the service member, but the stories in it, very few of them are military related. They're just life transitions. And I went from that transition from, like the sports career, then the flunking out of college, and then the floundering, and then joining the Navy, becoming an officer, then going to grad school after flunking out of school, and then going to grad school again when I was at the University of Southern California. So, it really hits on so many different transition points that I think it'll resonate with not only service members, but entrepreneurs or students who are, like you said, transitioning from junior high to high school or high school to college or college to what's next. It's all, you have a lot of the attributes to succeed in those transitions. You just have to figure out what that language is and how you best process information and move forward. Even if it's an incremental move forward, as long as you're moving forward and progressing, most people figure it out. But I'm hoping they figure it out without the obstacles that I had going in with no information.
Mark, thank you for your service. Thank you for your time. And also thank you for writing this book.
Well, thank you so much. And I really hope it does resonate with a lot of people. And it helps service members get the help they need, but also anyone transitioning getting the help they need, because sometimes it's hard to do on your own.
Absolutely. Again, the book is called Unsealed, A Navy SEAL's Guide to Mastering Life's Transitions. I've got a link to the book in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.
Whether you have a credit card now and need a better credit card, or if you don't even have a credit card but you'd like to get a good one, we would love to help at bettercreditcards.com. We offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we can help you find a good fit for you at bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit
At bettercreditcards.com.
bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Humans invented booze before we invented the wheel. So that's good to know.
Gotta have priorities.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The first bathroom stall is usually the cleanest because most people avoid it because they want more privacy. So if you're like a germ freak,
I have heard
use
that.
the first one. Yeah.
I knew that.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The average caterpillar has 2,000 muscles in its body. The average human only has just under 700.
Oh, that's
So caterpillars have
interesting.
more, but much smaller muscles. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Inside your belly button, there are thousands of bacteria that form an ecosystem as complex as a rainforest. Yikes. Who wants to talk about that? I can't. We certainly can't leave you hanging on that one. Let me look and see if there's how about this one? Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
In the first year of their life, puppies grow 10 times faster than human infants do.
Aww.
Yeah, we have a puppy, by the way.
We have a new puppy.
Yeah,
yes,
we still have our old puppy too, but now we got a new puppy, and boy, is she cute. Several fun facts. Now you know.
A lot of work.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
So how do you like these gas prices? Not great, huh? How would you like to save money every time you get gas? I've been using this app for a few years, and it's amazing. You can find out more at radiosavings.com. When I first heard about it, I didn't think we'd have this in our area, but they seem to have stuff all over the place. You can sign up for free and try it for yourself. They have savings on gas, but on many other things too, like restaurants and convenience stores. Try it for free at radiosavings.com. That's radiosavings.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. The average person will try 126 of these during their lifetime. What are they? We've done a bunch of these, and we're doing one now, but it's different than the ones we've done in the past. You always do a better one. Diets.
Oh, diets.
The average person will try 126 diets during their lifetime.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we're up to that. We're probably around 10, 12.
Well, no, we've done about 126 diets, but not different diets.
Yeah, we've done the same diet over and over a bunch of times. It's like I've gained hundreds of pounds and I've lost hundreds of pounds, just a few at a time. All right, Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. 6 jailbirds in New York are suing the state corrections department because they're not going to be able to see or even watch the solar eclipse. The suit argues that the planned April 8th lockdown violates inmates' constitutional rights to practice their faith by preventing them from taking part in a religiously significant event. The plaintiffs, men with varying religious backgrounds, are incarcerated at the Woodburn Correctional Facility in upstate New York. Their complaint states a solar eclipse is rare. It's a natural phenomenon with great religious significance to many. And they note that the Bible describes an eclipse-like phenomenon during Jesus Christ's crucifixion, while sacred Islamic works describe a similar event when the Prophet Muhammad's son died. All state correctional facilities are scheduled to operate on holiday schedule on Monday. So they're going to have like a lockdown, and they're like, no, you don't get to see it. So these guys are suing. I don't know if they're going to, I don't know if that there's like an update between now and Monday. I have no idea. So either way, weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Things you should do right away in the morning to be happier all day long. This is according to experts. So first, pick a wellness habit and link it to one of your morning rituals. It could be meditation, deep breathing, reading, exercising, whatever it is, but find something and then make that part of your day, like every day. Another one, get your phone out of your room. You've heard this before.
I have heard that before. I really need to do that with mine as well.
I'll wake up in the middle of the night. I'll look over and Heidi's on her phone. I'm like, what in the world are you? We're married, by the way. So anybody that's wondering,
and vice
why
versa, by the way. How many times do I have to say, let's just go to sleep, please?
Yeah, that's true. Talk to yourself. They say self-talk is actually a really good thing. So quit telling me I'm crazy, Heidi.
I talk to myself all
she actually
the
does.
time.
Another one, talk to someone else. These are all things you're supposed to do right away in the morning. Make contact with somebody. And the last thing is incorporate gratitude. People who journal about things they're thankful for are much higher on the happiness score than people who don't. Here's one of the things that I do. My prayers have changed so much now. My prayers are literally me thanking God for all of the blessings in my life.
Same with me.
When I was younger, it was always, I would like this. So it was like a wish list. That's not what I do at all. So I feel very, very grateful. The list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com. Our quote today from Ken Hubbard, who says, "The only time some fellows are even seen with their wives is after they've been indicted." Well.
Oh, a little bit of truth there.
That's not so good. I don't know who Ken Hubbard is or who they're talking about exactly. But thanks for the quote. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of radiosavings.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. This is a really neat story. It comes from San Antonio, Texas. Teenagers are transforming trash into life-saving mats for the homeless. I think this is a cool idea.
Interesting.
In a
I've heard
heartwarming
them
display.
making like tents and stuff out of bags. But
Well, in a heartwarming display of compassion and ingenuity, a group of teenagers in San Antonio, they're turning plastic bags into sleeping mats for the homeless population. Led by the organization Teens Give Back, SATX for San Antonio, Texas, these young change makers are making a tangible difference in the lives of those in need. It says, we take for granted having a bed to go home to night after night, and after a long day of work or school, and that comfort that brings, one of the teens said. With that in mind, Roberts, that's the young lady, Addie Roberts said that. With that in mind, Roberts and her peers decided to repurpose old grocery bags into something invaluable for San Antonio's unsheltered residents. The process of creating these sleeping mats involves patience, dedication, and a collective effort. Each mat requires weaving about 700 to 900 plastic bags together. It can take 15 to 20 hours to complete just one mat.
wow.
Despite the labor-intensive nature of the project, the teens remain steadfast in their commitment to make a positive impact on the community. In some temperatures, the mats can save lives by keeping people off the ground. It says here, the simple act of providing a barrier between an individual and the elements can make a world of difference for those sleeping unsheltered outside. Over the past year, this group has produced 50 such mats, demonstrating their dedication to serving those experiencing homelessness in San Antonio. There's a video if you'd like to see it. There's all kinds of information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.